3 shots or whatever the case may be. This was Tuesday. He was sick ever since then. They called him ambulance Friday. He died Saturday. He been good all this time, and now he go to the doctor. They give him 3 shots in his arm, talking about to make sure that his medicine was working. Ever since after y'all gave him these 3 shots, now he died Saturday. He died Saturday.
Show your face. Show your face, please, with sugar on top.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, before we get into this video, make sure you check us out on Patreon at www.patreon.com/Hookah Anonymous _. You guys been telling us to create one for the longest, so we recently created a community where we will upload videos that we can't share on YouTube due to their guidelines. We'll also be dropping the latest to there first, behind the scenes information that you wouldn't find anywhere else on our socials. So make sure you become a member, and after you do that, head over to our official Instagram page at Hookah Anonymous _ and follow us there. Now without further ado, let's get into what you guys came here to see. Now, aside from all the King Von accusations that's been flying around, there's a lot more that's been exposed containing information in regards to the night King Von passed away. Recently, it's been confirmed that King Von may have been backdoored by the people closest to him, as it's been alleged that Little Tim may have actually received money months before the unaliving of King Von by an OTF affiliate by the name of OTF Vonnie, who's close to Little Durk and King Von. Now, according to WAC 100, just because Little Tim may have took money from Vonnie doesn't necessarily mean that it was to pay for the unaliving of King Von. But what's the odds that someone who's not even affiliated with OTF meets up with someone from OTF to take a big bag of money for unknown reasons, and just months after the same person is accused of unaliving someone affiliated with OTF? Not only is he accused, but he actually basks in the glory of doing so. Keep in mind, why would somebody be affiliated with NBA Youngboy meeting up with OTF knowing that there's problems between King Von, NBA Youngboy, and Quando Rondo? So either he was paid for something or it's just one big coincidence. Now anyway, that night it wasn't just King Von that lost his life. We seen videos of King Von affiliates OBlock Louie being shot and unalive that night by police, which was sketchy as well. But then we also seen OBlock Louie get shot in the head by police officers, as we witnessed on body cam that he was shooting at a black car leaving the scene, that to this day nobody could tell us who was inside that mysterious black car. On top of that, like I pointed out in the last video, out of all the shots that was fired, for some reason only the guys that King Von was with who tried protecting him that night was shot. The only way Little Tim was shot was because of OBlock Louie, but unfortunately his firearm jammed. And one of the reasons that's always been questionable is because after his firearm jammed, he proceeded to run away to the parking lot. He was chased, but his gun was jammed and he never posed a threat. So what was the sense of him being shot to death by police if he didn't pose a significant threat? And before people say, well, 100K Track said he was shot, this one said they was shot, well, that's what they said. If you go back to the video and watch with your own 2 eyes, the video never shows Track being shot. That's another story. Now, speaking of the video, I always tell y'all that it's quite interesting how we never seen another angle of the shooting since the shooting happened. Right now, if something happens in a crowded area, it's going to be a bunch of people with some sort of cell phone footage. Everybody's going to have their cell phones out, but to this day, out of all the people we seen there that night, not once have we seen anybody post cell phone footage from what happened. All we got was surveillance footage from the club, but from that same angle, and that was it. Anyway, when it comes to OBlock Louie, his story is pretty interesting. Aside from him being shot by police on camera for protecting King Von, he was shot in the head and survived. Since that day, he never been the same, but he was the last man standing from that tragic night, and if anybody knew anything, it'd be him. But due to his injury, Louie didn't do too much interviews, neither did he reveal anything we didn't already know. However, prior to his passing, Louie was going to be charged for an M that took place in Atlanta prior to the night he was unalived, allegedly. Now, rumor has it that Louie allegedly had something to do with someone losing their life in Atlanta, and prior to his passing, he was arrested in Cobb County to take care of the out-of-state warrant in Atlanta, which was kind of crazy that they came back years later at that specific time. I don't know. On top of all this, Louie have also lost his mother during the course of everything he was going through. So with all that being said, everyone was painting a narrative that Louie was depressed, he was going through it, and says that he was contemplating on taking his own life. However, Louie was tough, and although he was going through all that, him taking his own life was never thought. When the news came out that he passed, it's been very tight-lipped about what the cause of his passing was, leaving social media to come up with their own narratives. Some people say he took his own life, some people say it was complications during his injury, but according to OTF Vonnie's father, there's something a little more deeper than all of that. In the audio we're going to hear, he explained that he was the one taking Louie to his doctor's appointments at a point in time, so he knows that Louie was okay. He explained that he had a few surgeries and was alright, but at the time of his passing, the doctors prior gave him 3 shots, stating that they wanted to, quote-unquote, see if his medicine was working. He also let it be known at the time Louie went to the doctor that final time, he didn't even want to go. So he went to the doctor on a Tuesday, and he would end up passing away 4 days later on a Saturday. Now we don't know what may have transpired, but we do know that something is a bit strange. But whether you want to believe it's foul play or not, at least we get a little knowledge of what happened, because before, we didn't know what happened to Louie exactly. Only thing we heard was that Louie passed out of nowhere, and it was crazy. So let's check out the audio and see what Vonnie's father had to say. Check this out.
And like I said, as far as Louie is concerned, I ain't 100% for sure, but I've been taking him to all his appointments. I've been taking him to everything, all his doctor's appointments. Well, let him stop. I've been taking him to all his appointments, everything, and now all of a sudden, his girl who he was with, she said he didn't want to go to the doctor's appointment, and she said it ain't gonna be on me. His family said, oh, you made him miss his appointment, so she went on, took him. He didn't want to go. She said she don't know, because she don't usually take him. I usually take him, so she don't know where to park. And it wasn't nowhere to park, so she had to sit downstairs when he went upstairs. He went upstairs and took 3 shots. They gave him 3 shots, talking about he had to took 3 shots, talking about they want to make sure his medicine's working. His skin is bleeding. It's hard to find veins. They have to use a scanner to find his veins. So ain't no way in hell they gave him 3 shots or whatever the case may be. This was Tuesday. He was sick ever since then. They called him ambulance Friday. He died Saturday. I got a video footage with me in the hospital with him and everything, with the heart rate, everything going where it need to go. And then God forbid the Louie situation is tied to it as well. There's 3 OBlock chains. Yeah, let me tell you. Like I said, his death is very. I'm 97% for sure that they murdered him. 97% for sure that they murdered him. That's deep, man. Yeah, I mean, it's just what it is. I mean, he been good all this time, and now he go to the doctor. They give him 3 shots in his arm, talking about to make sure that his medicine was working. Ever since after y'all gave him these 3 shots, now he died Saturday. He died Saturday. It don't make sense. I ain't gonna lie. It don't make sense. After y'all give 3 shots, this man had 5 brain surgeries. Ain't died. Been good. Now all of a sudden he died. After y'all give him 3 shots, talking about y'all want to make sure his medicine is working. To make sure, not even like if they was diagnosing him with something, not like they was giving him, they want to make sure. He ain't having no problems, he ain't having no seizures, he ain't having nothing. What are y'all doing? But they run the world, so therefore they're in control of the hospital, they're in control of everything. You know what I mean? And that's just what it is. People don't want to believe that, but it's what it is.
So y'all can take that with a grain of salt. Like I said earlier, Louie's family has been tight-lipped about what actually happened, because I'm assuming it's just like Von's situation. The family don't want to be messy, have his business all out on social media, leaving room for ops to troll, and etc. So I get it. The good thing about that is, even though you've had a few knuckleheads trolling, Louie had enough respect where it hasn't been much. Keep in mind, he wasn't taken out by any of his ops, it was literally police. That's a situation that can happen to anyone, and even though he was shot in the head, as a true friend, he made sure he protected King Von by any means necessary. That's a true friend. Rest in peace, Louie. Y'all jump in the comments and let us know what y'all think about what you heard concerning Louie suddenly passing away. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'ma keep on dropping. I'm out.